Paul Graham from Optimal Body Personal Training. Today I'm going to talk about this idea we commonly see in clients struggling with their weight. Often we'll see people who report they eat exactly like all their friends or family members, yet they're the only one who's struggling with their weight. And they think this must be related to their metabolism being slow. Today I'm going to talk about this concept because it actually comes up quite a bit and people are misunderstanding what they're experiencing, and it's actually leading to them having a lot of challenges with being able to get where they want to go and reach their goals. First, usually when a client mentions this, they'll usually bring up a specific meal. They're out at a restaurant or they're at a family dinner and everybody else is eating the exact same as them. The first thing to understand is, one, that meal is just a snapshot of the much bigger picture. Even if you did eat exactly the same in that meal as the other person, it doesn't really mean anything in terms of your metabolism because it's just one meal. What are they doing the next day at breakfast? What are they doing the next day at lunch? What are they doing over the course of the last month? All these things are important factors, not just that one meal. The second thing, when you look at the fact that you're eating the exact same as them, are you talking about the fact you're eating exact? Second, when you say you're eating exactly the same thing as them, do you mean you're eating the same types of foods? Or you're eating the same types and the same amounts of food? Because it's really hard, unless you have measuring cups out and you're measuring all of your food and all their food, to be able to know if you're eating the same amount of food. So it's highly unlikely that you're getting the exact same amount of food. I've done this before where I've put pictures of two different plates that have up to 500-600 calorie differences between those two plates, and it's impossible to see from the naked eye. Third thing is, you're an entirely different person. You have different genetics, yes, a different metabolism, different activity levels, different stress levels, different sleep patterns, all sorts of different factors. So just because that meal is working well for them doesn't mean it's going to work well for you. So what do you do with all this information? Well, the first thing is to stop worrying about what everybody else is doing. First, stop and focus on yourself. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Worry about what you are doing and if it's getting you where you want to go. Essentially, this is called, how's it working for you? So always ask yourself, is what I'm doing getting me where I want to go? If it's not, you need to make some changes to that. And it really doesn't matter what anybody else is doing. What matters is figuring out what works well for you and what doesn't work well for you. Start looking at the bigger picture instead of just one meal and how you're putting all the different pieces of the puzzle together.